have dominated. They have colonized the northern part of Nigeria. That the Hausaks are now subservient to the Negroids. That's the Fulanis. Now, they want to extend their empire to the south. So what they are doing now is a test to see and feel the pulse of the people. If they want to become Emir, Oba, or His Royal Highness, they can do that in Sokoto, or do that in Kano, or Zaria. But why Benin? Why Edo? Invariably, they want to penetrate systematically and colonize the Edo nation. That can never happen. So we should not just take it from the suffix and say, oh, well, they have studied. What prevents them from doing it, secretly, covertly? So, first time, second time, then the third time will definitely occur. So the Benin or the Edo people must be vigilant so that we stop this madness once and for all. It is not only the Hausaks, because I remember some time ago, most of these Easterners too, they do same. You have the Igwe of Benin. I remember sometime many years ago when Labasin introduced himself as the Igwe of Benin. I said, oh, how can? If you want to be Igwe, go to your state or your village. Can you imagine a Benin man going to Sokoto and saying they are not the Oba of Sokoto? It's unheard of. They take us for granted. And they want to test and see what we can do. Okay. So next time, the outcome will be different.
Okay, I heard you made reference to the Igbos. I was exactly going to ask you a question in that direction. Apart from the Igbos, you also have the Yorubas in Edo State.
Yes.
Who, for whatever reason, also have some of these royalty coloration of their leadership in. But some of them are saying that why they do some of these things is to have some sort of leadership over the people who are from the same stock with them. That seems to be a major argument that they bring forth.
Well, that argument doesn't hold water. Must you have an Oba? There's, you see, when you go to, when you leave your area to a new place, you will constitute, a community. Not just like you have any village that you go to in Edo South now, you have the Agor or camp.
Okay.
Yoruba community. Go to Ovia Northeast, there are so many.
Okay.
Must you have Oba there? It's a small community. A community is in a village. Do you understand?
Yeah.
A village is in a town. So if you have a community, there's no need, since you already have the leader of that community, must you give that leader a tag axe, an Oba, or a chief? You see, the mentality is always with us. We are so overwhelmed with that, prefix. I'm a doctor, I'm an architect, I'm this and that. Until the real doctors or the real architects, they don't go out displaying their degrees or all these prefix. You can just be a Mr. Obadia Odige. Must I be the architect Obadia Odige? I've seen one where they said former chief of staff. That was how they, former chief of staff nominee. That was how they introduced him. Former chief of staff nominee. That's the mentality of the black man.
Yeah.
If you are a lawyer, if you don't call you barrister, it's a problem.
So how do we checkmate this?
I think you see, the House of Assembly needs to come up with a law. And granted that Nigeria is a free country, there's free movement,
Free association.
free association. And once you find yourself in a different community or a different ethnic nationality, you try to comport yourself and live within the provisions of that community. But then for you to now start saying, lay claim. You see, this thing, if we don't curtail it now, it might lead to future laying claims to ownership. Okay. Just like the Jaws are now saying that they leased Edo to Ox, that they are the original settlers of Edo nation. That when the Benin came, I don't want to use the word Benin, that when the Edo people came, they gave us a parcel of land and we expanded.
Okay.
Do you see how the Supreme Court, overruled that this in favor of a donation.
Okay.
So I think that is what they are doing. So now, if the Hausachs or the Hausa Fulani, they are migrating to our area, in the recent 1 to 2 years, you see the influx of these young people from the northern part of the country. So just imagine in the next 20 years, they start laying claims that they own XYZ. And the law says once you stay there, you become part and parcel of that community. Then what stops them from taking arms to overrun us?
So that law for some people is operational in certain parts of the country, and it's not operational in certain parts of the country. I give you an example. Okay. The Bishop Hassan Kuka recently said that in the northern part of the country, particularly with high institutions, universities, there is a clandestine move to prevent churches from establishing campus units in the northern universities.
Yes.
And that seems to reflect the fact that some of these schools are now being so badly ethnicized that you have this thing becoming a common crisis. You want to comment on that?
Well, I wasn't surprised when I heard it. And it has become a common trend in all the universities. Though, despite the fact that he concentrated on religion only, most of the universities now.
All right, it's game time.